The enemy baits us with what is already ours. Let's use Jesus as an example. The enemy went to tempt Jesus and told Jesus to eat bread. Whether or not Jesus was going to have to come to a point where he's going to hit. But he was teaching him how to run and move before his timing. And Jesus understood very well that it is not just about what God wants to do, but it's about the timing God wants to do what he wants to do. Apart from that, the enemy beats Jesus with power. He said, "But I'll give you the power in the whole world." But honestly, in the full plan of God for Jesus, Jesus was going to have all the power if he went to cross. So can you now see that the enemy beats us with what is already ours to begin with? And once he's baiting us with those things, what he is trying to do is trying to get us to settle for the lesser part of the things that God has in store for us. If the enemy is promising to give you power like Jesus, then just know that God is planning to give you power too. And the power that God wants to give you will be much more than the one that the enemy is going to give to you. Sometimes it's prosperity. In the full plan of God for your life, the prosperity is there, but it's in the wrong timing. So we must not just know what God wants for us, but we must also know to work in the timing that God wants for us. Because if we miss out on timing, we might fall into the plan of the enemy. There is a plan that God has for you. And in that plan, there is a timing. There is a big plan that God has for you. And the enemy will come to you with a smaller version of the big thing that God has for you. And if it baits you and you fall in, that's all. Wait for God's timing. Don't allow the enemy to push you into the things that you're not supposed to be doing. Prosperity, whatever. The world is so into prosperity that everybody's just jumping from one thing to another. But I want to remind believers to wait on the timing of the Lord. That is going to come with the big things that he has given to us. At that time, it comes with much more glory than you can imagine. Much more honor than you can imagine. That's all I have for you in this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.